There we go, and that is us live. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another MMA UK live show. Tonight we've got another great guest for you, Cage Warriors flyweight champion Luke Apocalypse Shanks, and yeah, he's got a big fight coming up at Cage Warriors 117, defending his title against Jake Hadley, a huge and very much anticipated matchup there. And guys, before we get into this, I just want to say if you do like these videos, please, as always, give them a like, give them a share, and let us know your thoughts in the comments as well. We really do appreciate your feedback for this one. But without further ado, Luke Shanks, Cage Warriors champion. How are you, buddy?
I'm good, thanks. How you doing, my
man? I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad. Obviously, it's been quite a busy couple of months for you. Obviously, we've had the coronavirus lockdown. Somehow amongst all that chaos, you've managed to get in there and get yourself a belt last time out against Samir Fadine. First of all, how's it settled in becoming a champ, and what's it been like sort of with your friends and family since that's happened?
Yeah, it's been good, man. Yeah, I'm not in no position to let that slip anytime soon, man. I'm gonna hold on to that belt for as long as I'm gonna annoy some people for a while with that belt, and yeah.
No, I can imagine. Is that a big achievement for you? You felt like obviously you've put a lot of time and energy into this sport, and to get that sort of level of a belt with the prestige that comes with a Cage Warriors belt, is that something that you were sort of really proud of?
Definitely, man. Yeah, when I was coming up in the sport, there wasn't a flyweight belt for a little while. It was gone in Cage Warriors, and Cage Warriors is the only show I was looking at. So I was thinking, it might be a move to go to bantamweight, but no, I'm glad there's a few exciting fighters keeping this division going, and now it's in my opinion, it's the most exciting one in Cage Warriors now, and this is the biggest fight coming up so far, in my opinion. So yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was going to go on that before I kind of do here onto your next fight, though, Luke. I want to talk a little bit about the one that's just gone. Obviously, you took the belt off Samir Fadina, a good champion, a tough matchup as well. One of the ones that I think we did a show just before. We had one of your coaches, Doolan, on, and he convinced us all you were going to win, but I don't think we really saw a complete domination like it was. I mean, was the fight for you as you expected, or what did you see in that fight?
Yeah, man, I just obviously we'd lost a year pretty much due to the virus, so we just had to go in there, get the job done decisively, and yeah, people are still counting me out, man. No matter what you do, people will start counting you out, because obviously, yeah, White Fong is is a good talker, so yeah, he's talked a few people into believing he can beat me, but yeah, we'll see about that.
So let's go straight into that fight then. It's a massive fight. I think honestly, after the last show, you won the belt in dominant fashion. He had a fight against Shad Chak in dominant fashion, looked great. And because I honestly think this is not only one of the most exciting Cage Warriors championship fights overall on the roster in a long time. I think it could be the most highly anticipated flyweight belt ever. I mean, is that something you would agree with, that statement, given what happened last time with the two of you?
For sure, man. But also, out of all the Cage Warriors, man, when do you get two current world champions fighting each other outside the UFC? It doesn't happen. So yeah, we're both at that level, and yeah, it's gonna be a fucking good throwdown, man.
You can swear it's after 9 o'clock, Luke. And what do you see in him as an opponent then? Obviously, he looked great last time as well. What's your sort of thinking on this one? How do you see this one going down?
Yeah, to be honest, I don't like talking about him because obviously I don't want to talk him up. He's a fool. I don't like speaking about him. But yeah, over the last say 3-4 years, he can't keep my name out of his mouth. He's been saying it on interviews, left, right, and centre, always talking about me, and I just took it as a compliment. I knew I was a big threat to him, and I get under his skin, and that's why he's always talking about me, all his interviews, even before this. And yeah, it's pretty funny because I'm always getting my friends who listen in on him, they're always saying like, "Oh, he's talking about you again," but he always picks you to win, even though he says how bad you are and all this shit. So yeah, yeah, it's a funny thing actually. So after the weigh-ins are done at the Cage Warriors, I just get back in the lift, and there's only one lift for this hotel.
Yeah.
So of course it's a massive pile-up. But me and Stevie are in the lift. We're going back up to our room. I'd still got half a pound to cut. I think I weighed in at 125.5, and I had to cut my next half a pound.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're going up the lift, and then it stops, and I get out, but it had actually gone back down and opened up at the weigh-ins again. And there's Hadley's dad and his other corner boy. And I'm in the lift with Stevie McIntosh, who is actually fighting on the next show as well. So yeah, tune in for him as well. He's going to smash it. But yeah, we were in the lift, and yeah, I think Hadley's dad's been like, "Can you get in there?" And I'm looking, thinking, all the shit you've been talking about me. No, you fucking can't. And I'm like, "Boof, you ain't getting in the lift." And Stevie's pulled my arm down one side, and his dad's pulled my other arm down. And then they've decided to walk in. And then he's there looking straight at the mirrored glass. And then I'm sort of in his face there. And I'm like, "Listen, mate, all that shit you've been talking, I hope you can back it up." And he was just pure silence. He didn't have nothing to say, man. Like, I thought, because obviously all I've ever heard of him was talking about me, saying all this stuff. And then when I got in his face, he had nothing to say. His dad had to speak for him. He was like, "It's all promotion. You don't have to be like that." And then he finally muttered something out. It was like, what did he say? Oh yeah, he was like, "Well, are you really going to do this now? Look at the state." And I was like, "Look at the state of you. You've had to take your tooth out to make weight." He's got this clip-on tooth he takes out to make weight. So yeah, he's gone and took that out. Yeah, we're just having a back and forth. But yeah, it was pretty much me talking to his dad. He didn't have nothing to say. And yeah, he runs around with this gangster image. But let me tell you, he's a big fake, and I'm going to expose him, man.
Yeah.
But that's the fun of the sport, man. You can prove people wrong in style.
Yeah, and I think definitely from you saying that, the mind games have already started with this one. Then it's a high profile matchup on the domestic scene. And,
Yeah.
mind games have already started from yourself, Luke.
Yeah, all he had to say was, "Oh, Shadji is better than Fadine and this and that," and I was like, "Mate, firstly, that's not true. Like, if you look at the way Shadj fought Sam Creasy, it was like a razor split decision. It was a close fight. Samir finished him better than what's his name, Nathan Grayson did. He really put him to sleep, man. And Samir Fadine's legit, man. He's dangerous. He might not have the best ground game, which I exposed, but on the feet, he's ruthless and razor precision, fast and dangerous. So yeah, for people to knock him, that's more for them, because I'm going to prove more on.
Yeah, no, it's. I think with Samir, he proved how tough he is as well. Like you said, he never gave up in there, and he showed why he did become a champion. So I think all respect to Samir. I mean, for Shadj as well, another great opponent. But those two great opponents that both of you beat is why now we're so much looking forward to seeing the two of you fight, and so having it out and seeing who is the best guy. So I mean, like you said, it all kind of builds up to this fight, which a lot of people are looking forward to. Is that something that excites you, being a part of these big shows on Cage Warriors now?
Yeah, man. I mean, it takes two to tango, and I'm glad he's hopped up. I'm glad everyone thinks he's going to beat me. I'm happy, because when he gets smoked, man, like if it was someone else, for instance, defending my belt, there's no one else really with his sort of confidence or name at the minute. So it'd just be another fight. But no, I'm grateful that he's made a name for himself talking. Like, he talked his way into the world title at EFC when he was like 3-0, and it just fought cans, and then managed to get the belt shot. And fair play to him, he won it. And then he talked his way into Bellator and stuff like that. So he's good at the online promotion side of things, but when it comes to like being real and backing it up, he's just like his dad says, it's just promotion. He's got no balls, man.
Is there a little bit of animosity in this one, do you think, Luke, or is it just strictly business for you?
Listen, I've been nice and quiet and this and that, but when you talk about me and you keep talking about me, I'm gonna do something about it. And that's the thing with fighting. I get to smash his face in for what he's been saying, because he's said a lot of stuff, and been keeping quiet till it's time to fight, and it's time to fight now. So yeah, let's see what you're all about.
Yeah, I think that's one thing. Like with yourself, Luke, a lot of the time you're very kind of mellow guy, quite softly spoken. So seeing you kind of fired up like this, it definitely is good.
Yeah.
Another reason why
let me tell you, man, I keep grudges, man. Anyone that does something to me, yeah, it's just the way I am, man. I'm a fighter, and yeah. If anyone says something to me that I think it's got me trouble in the past, but I'm not backing down from nobody. If someone starts talking shit about me, I'm gonna go after them, and we're gonna see who's the better man. And no one's dared to be honest. No one's dared to say nothing, and finally someone did, and we're gonna see about that.
Yeah. What's your preparation look like for this one, Luke? Obviously, you've done a little bit at a higher level and stuff in the past.
Yeah.
Where have you been primarily in the lead up to Cage Warriors 117?
Yeah, no. James is my full-time coach, and I went back home to see my family and stuff when for a week after this fight. But I've been back there for the full 11, 12 weeks. And this is my home now, and yeah, that's where I'm based, and I'm always going to be based here now. James has got my best interests at heart, and we both know we're going all the way to the top. So yeah, shout out to James.
Yeah, big shout out to James. And obviously, when you talk about James Doolan, you're talking about one of the most experienced and knowledgeable MMA coaches in Europe, maybe even the world. So having a guy like that, how important is it, do you think, to sort of be under his wing in a great gym at the moment?
Yeah, not only under his wing, but yeah, I'm one of the main guys he's spending all his time with. So I'm just blessed, man, and it's only gonna create good things, man. And he knows how much I want this, and yeah, I've never looked into anyone's eyes of, especially at this weight class. I've never looked into anyone's eyes and thought that they can beat me. It's always like I've already had a conversation with this guy, man, and it's not going down well for him, man.
Yeah. What's the future look like for you now, Luke? Obviously, you're a young guy, 7-1 Cage Warriors champion. A win over Jake is going to be a big win. Who knows what's going to be next if you beat this guy? What do you see as kind of the next steps and the next couple of years holding for Luke Shanks?
I don't know, man. Obviously, I know I can smash it up in the UFC, but I don't know. I might take a page out of your boy Jack Shaw's book. He stayed around and really created a name for himself. So when he did go to the UFC, he was worth more. He's obviously at the time he was the best bantamweight around, and created a lot of hype for himself. And yeah, I might do the same. I might be a pest in Cage Warriors for a little bit, and but yeah, the end goal, of course, is the UFC, and yeah.
Yeah. And obviously you've got this, like I said, you said there wasn't a flyweight division in Cage Warriors for a while. It was obviously in the UFC, it was the same thing for a little while. People were sort of saying, are they going to keep this division going? Are they not? But you've got a good champion there now, in Davison Figueiredo. He's got a fight coming up against Perez on this weekend, I think it is. I mean, are you watching these kind of guys at the kind of the top of the pile, and have you got your eye on these lot?
Yeah, man, for sure. Yeah, no, I don't think Perez is going to be anything for Figueiredo, but we'll see. We'll see.
You got
That's the
Figueiredo
thing.
blowing you.
These dense divisions, man. Someone becomes the top dog, and no one else is getting close to him for now. And yeah, I think he's going to rule it for a little bit. But yeah, I hope. When I was growing up, I always wanted to fight Demetrius Johnson, and that was my goal. And now it's Figueiredo, I guess. So hope he stays around till I get there. That's for sure.
Yeah, is that kind of the class you think at the moment is he's the best one in the world? Because obviously we've got Demetrius still fighting at one championship. Do you think by being in the UFC, Davison Figueiredo takes that spot as the number one guy now?
I think so, but it's more obviously in these smaller divisions. You can't really be old in these smaller divisions. There's guys, they're fast. It's not like heavyweight where you can rock up 45 and still be as fast as you was at 30 because you're so big, and it's genuinely a slower sort of weight class. But you got to be razor sharp, man, and fast. And I think he'd be a little bit too quick for Demetrius now. But yeah, he's been a big idol, obviously, because he's technically brilliant. So yeah, shout out to Demetrius Johnson because he's still doing things, and yeah, he's doing great over there.
Yeah, no, big shout out, absolute legend in the sport there. Got a couple of questions coming in. We've got one saying Elliot Hoy rematch.
Oh,
Not
come on, man.
not
Let's just talk about that actually, because this is another thing. White Fong Chavley is always talking about this one. So yeah, 4 days notice, I get a call up like, do you wanna fight? And I'm a bit pissed off at the time. I was moving house because my parents had split up, and it was a little bit whatever. I was wanting to fight. I was a little bit angry at the time, so I was like, yeah, I'll take it. And then that same night, I went in for a takedown on one of the guys, and I think I'd like rocked him a little bit on the feet, and he was a little bit like dazed, and he just threw this flying knee, and my nose is like over it. And I actually posted up that same night saying like, I'm not fighting. My nose is all on the other side of my face, and then the money went up, and they gave me a bit of a contract, and I took it. But yeah, I'd cut like 10 kilograms over the course of the 4 days. I hadn't been training because I was packing up my stuff, moving house, and yeah, I didn't even rehydrate properly. So I probably dropped 20 pounds in the bath on my own, and then drove to the venue on my own, and weighed in. It was a mental thing, but at the time I didn't really care. I was just angry and wanted to fight. But yeah, I knew I only had a sort of a round in me, and cracked him at the start of the fight, and after that it was sort of one-way traffic from him. But yeah, I gassed out, and yeah, warming up in the backstage, I thought, man, this ain't gonna be good for me this time around it if I don't knock him out early. So yeah, but rematch terms, man, is my only loss at pro, and I'm telling you, man, he ain't gonna want to fight me again. He would avoid that fight.
You reckon?
I reckon so. I reckon I'm highly avoided at the minute, and the minute I beat White Fong Chavley, no one's gonna mess with me. No one's gonna want it. But if they do, if they want that limelight spot, bring it on, man.
Fair play. And just quickly as well, what is the cut like for you down to 125? I know you said you did 20 pounds on your own. What is it a big drop for you down to there?
Listen, man, this is the first time I followed the nutrition plan. I was eating Scottish tablet a week out from that world title fight, and yeah, it was. I don't know. I needed someone I really want to whoop to get the dieting into action, and I've been following a plan from Jordan Sullivan, Israel Adesanya's guy. He's got my back for this one. So yeah, I think he's got Volkanovski, Israel Adesanya. He's got all the champions nutrition on the go. And now I'm copying I'm following his plan. So following it to a T. So it's going to be too easy, man. But yeah. So for my last one, I might have had a hard cut, but it was only because I was eating shit. It was
You feeling
it
better?
wasn't.
You feeling better for it on this diet then? Is it something that you notice in your performance and training that you're getting a bit more out of yourself with not eating the junk food?
Yeah, definitely, man. Well, as well as that, the weight's flying off. It's a big stress knowing you're eating shit. You're only cheating yourself, man. And yeah, I've been cheating myself this time around, man. Everything's going to plan, man. Strength and conditioning. Just had a big session with new strength and conditioning coaches. Chris, he's really helping me out. So yeah, he's trying to make me puke every session. I just finished that one and come back to high level now for a little bit of a workout later. But yeah.
Yeah. And Cameron Chamberlain saying, remember you at amateur, you've come on leaps and bounds, you're a beast. So yeah, thank you for the comment there, Cameron.
Hey, thanks, Cam. Yeah.
So Luke, obviously a big title fight, a lot of attention. What is sort of do you do? I don't know if you do predictions for fights, boss. How do you see this one going with Jake?
I'm gonna make it nasty and I'm gonna finish him, man. I I think I'm gonna hit him with some heavy elbows. If you look at his Blaine O'Driscoll and Zulu Boy fight, as soon as someone puts it back on him, because he's a forward pressure guy, when someone starts backing him up, he shoots from miles out, like miles out. And these guys have been good strikers, but they haven't got any wrestling of their own. He's not going to take me down, and I can honestly see either, yeah, like a Masvidal knee to the face, proper wipe the guy out on his shoot, or just an elbow, and yeah, that will be all she wrote.
So we're going for a finish. Like the conference there, Luke. Like the conference.
Yeah.
Chris Scadden is saying, after hearing Luke tonight, I'm really looking forward to this fight. Chris, great comment. I think we're all looking forward to it anyway. But yeah, like
Chris, man, don't put any wrong bets on you. You know I'm gonna be the underdog and make some money, man.
is that something you thrive off as well, Luke, being an underdog, even though you're a champ? Is it? You seem like you got like a little bit of a chip on your shoulder about it. Is that
And
something
I'm
you
pissed off. People, I've been the favourite every single fight I've had, pretty much. Even the Menga one, which I was shocked about. And now this talk comes along, and I'm the underdog. Yeah, I'm annoyed, man, and I'm gonna do something about it.
Fair play. We've got James Doolan saying we don't talk about the last weight cut, Lewis. So we'll forget that. Noticing in the comments as well, you're getting a lot of comments from Scottish guys up there. And is this something like, obviously you've moved, you've relocated up there to Scotland? Do you feel a lot of support from people up there now? Is that something that you like?
Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, and then obviously back in my hometown gym as well. It's good that I've still got the support of them guys messaging me too. But yeah, I wasn't sure about how I'd be sort of perceived up here, but no, they're taking me on as one of their own, so I'm really happy about that, man.
Yeah, and what's it like being with the guys up in high levels? Well, the other kind of UFC fighters you've got there, a lot of high caliber guys. Is that something that kind of pushes you on and inspires you, seeing like Stevie and all the other guys?
Yeah, man, it just drills hunger in you, man, and yeah, the sky's the limit, man.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, Luke, it's been great chatting to you, mate. Obviously, really appreciate you coming on. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty at the start. For people who don't know, Luke's still on one of those Huawei phones, which Donald Trump has cut the internet off. So got there in the end, Luke. So we're glad we finally made it happen. But anyone you want to shout out, Luke? Any sort of people where they can hit you up on social media, or any sponsors or anyone like that? This one.
Yeah, I've got a lot of sponsors. I'll probably be all day with that, so I'll put it'll be all on my Instagram, so I'll keep that stuff on there.
Brilliant. And Luke, best of luck for Cage Warriors 117, mate. We're really looking forward to that fight, and yeah, look forward to seeing you again there. Okay.
Thanks, my man.
Cheers, Luke.